This report delves into the case of Ollie Holman, a UK university student who orchestrated a vast global phishing operation, facilitating an estimated £100 million in fraud. Holman, a creator and distributor of sophisticated phishing kits, enabled widespread financial and emotional harm to countless victims across 24 countries. The investigation, spearheaded by the City of London police with crucial support from international partners in Switzerland and Finland, meticulously gathered digital evidence to dismantle his illicit enterprise. The judicial outcome saw Holman sentenced to 7 years imprisonment and subjected to a serious crime prevention order, a significant legal response that underscores the severity of modern cybercrime and sets a clear precedent for future prosecutions. Authorities are also pursuing confiscation proceedings to recover his ill-gotten gains. The £100 million phishing empire. The digital age, while offering unprecedented connectivity and innovation, has simultaneously opened new avenues for sophisticated criminal enterprises. At the heart of one such operation was Ollie Holman, a seemingly ordinary university student who, from his academic base, became the architect of a vast global phishing network. His activities facilitated an estimated £100 million in global fraud, marking a significant and disturbing example of modern cybercrime. Phishing kits, the core product of Holman's illicit business, are sophisticated digital tools. They consist of fraudulent web pages meticulously designed to mimic legitimate websites, such as those of banks, government agencies, or charities. The objective of these deceptive pages is to trick unsuspecting victims into divulging sensitive personal and financial information, including account login details and bank particulars. This case stands as a landmark illustration of how individual actors, leveraging digital tools, can achieve a scale of criminal impact previously associated only with large, organized syndicates. The ability of a single 21-year-old operating primarily online to facilitate such an immense global fraud underscores a fundamental shift in criminal capability. Traditional criminal activities often demand extensive physical resources, large networks, and geographical presence to reach a comparable scale. However, the digital realm effectively dissolves these barriers, allowing an individual with specialized technical skills to create and infinitely replicate tools like phishing kits, reaching victims across continents. This phenomenon highlights how technology democratizes sophisticated criminal activity, enabling a single actor to inflict widespread damage with relatively low personal overhead. Furthermore, Holman's enterprise extended beyond merely committing fraud himself. He actively engaged in selling these tools and providing advice and technical support to other individuals intent on committing fraud. This operational model points directly to the emergence of phishing as a service, (PaaS). This modularization of cybercrime significantly lowers the barrier to entry for less technically proficient criminals, empowering them to execute sophisticated attacks by acquiring ready-made tools. Holman's business model profoundly amplified the reach and impact of his initial creations, positioning him as a central supplier within a broader criminal ecosystem. This trend signifies a growing professionalization of cybercrime, making it more accessible, scalable, and resilient to traditional law enforcement approaches. The architect of deception. Who is Ollie Holman? Ollie Holman, born on April 1, 2004, was a 21-year-old electronic and computer engineering student at the University of Kent at the time of his sentencing. His academic background provided him with the foundational knowledge and skills necessary to design and develop the complex scripts and mimicked web pages that constituted his phishing kits. This seemingly ordinary academic facade starkly contrasted with his clandestine activities, which he conducted from his base in Eastcote, West London. The primary motivation behind Holman's illicit actions was explicitly identified as greed, enabling him to profit handsomely from this illegal enterprise. These ill-gotten gains were subsequently used to fund a lavish lifestyle. His personal earnings from selling the phishing kits were estimated to be approximately £300,000. His criminal activities spanned a significant period from 2021 to 2023. Holman's background as an electronic and computer engineering student is particularly telling. This academic discipline equips individuals with the precise technical abilities required to develop sophisticated software, including the intricate components of his phishing kits. His decision to apply these advanced technical capabilities to criminal endeavors, driven by financial gain and evidenced by his substantial personal profit, underscores a critical societal vulnerability: individuals with valuable technical expertise choosing illicit paths. This case serves as a stark reminder for both educational institutions and the broader cybersecurity community regarding the paramount importance of ethical considerations in technical training and the potential for skilled individuals to become significant cyber threats. The direct link between his criminal activities and immediate, substantial financial gain, allowing him to fund a lavish lifestyle, powerfully illustrates a common motivator for cyber criminals: the pursuit of material wealth, seemingly easily acquired through online illicit earnings, evidently overshadowed ethical considerations or the potential legal consequences, presenting a cautionary narrative about the corrupting influence of quick, illicit wealth. Anatomy of a global fraud network. Holman's criminal enterprise was built on the meticulous creation and distribution of sophisticated phishing kits. He was responsible for developing and supplying 1,052 such kits. These kits were engineered to contain fraudulent web pages that were indistinguishable from genuine sites, mimicking those of government, bank, and charity websites. The technical sophistication lay in their built-in scripts, which were designed to automatically harvest sensitive information, including account login details and bank particulars, once entered by unsuspecting victims. The primary channel for the distribution of these kits and the provision of ongoing support was the encrypted messaging service Telegram. Holman's role extended beyond mere sales. He actively offered his advice and technical support to others intent on committing fraud and provided tutorials to his buyers. Through this engagement, he cultivated a substantial criminal network, amassing nearly 700 connections. The extensive use of Telegram for distributing kits, offering support, and building a large network demonstrates how platforms, initially designed for privacy, can be co-opted by criminals. Telegram's features, such as group chats, file sharing, and perceived anonymity, facilitate the rapid dissemination of illicit tools and the formation of large, decentralized criminal networks. This presents a significant challenge for law enforcement in tracking and infiltrating such operations, highlighting a critical operational hurdle in combating modern cybercrime. The platform's utility allowed Holman to manage a vast criminal enterprise directly from his university accommodation. The scale of Holman's operations was unprecedented for an individual actor. He supplied 1,052 phishing kits that targeted 69 financial institutions and large organizations, including charities. The reach of his enterprise was truly global, impacting entities in 24 countries. The estimated global losses facilitated by his kits amounted to at least £100 million. The fact that Holman's kits targeted 69 financial institutions and large organizations, including charities, across 24 countries reveals the pervasive nature of phishing threats. This indicates that the threat extends beyond traditional financial targets. Even non-profit organizations became lucrative targets, potentially due to less robust cybersecurity defenses or the emotional leverage that could be exploited against their donors. This broad targeting underscores that phishing is a universal threat, necessitating comprehensive defensive strategies across all sectors, not solely those traditionally associated with high-value financial data. Holman's personal financial gain from this operation was estimated at £300,000. To obscure the origins of these illicit funds, he laundered his profits through cryptocurrency. The use of cryptocurrency for money laundering is a prevalent and growing trend in cybercrime. The decentralized nature and perceived anonymity of cryptocurrencies, though often traceable with Sophisticated forensic tools make them attractive for moving illicit funds across borders swiftly, and with less scrutiny than traditional banking systems. This poses a significant challenge for law enforcement in tracing and recovering criminal proceeds, necessitating specialized expertise in blockchain analysis and enhanced international cooperation with cryptocurrency exchanges. To provide a clear overview of the scale of Holman's operation, the following table summarizes the key quantitative data. Metric value. Number of phishing kits created/supplied 1,052. Number of targeted organizations 69. Number of affected countries 24. Estimated global losses facilitated £100 million. Holman's estimated personal profit £300,000. Number of Telegram connections nearly 700. The devastating ripple effect, victims and impact. The financial catastrophe stemming from Ollie Holman's phishing enterprise is staggering, with estimated global losses reaching at least £100 million. This figure represents the cumulative impact of thousands of individual and organizational frauds, each contributing to a widespread economic drain. Beyond the quantifiable monetary losses, the human cost of this fraud is profound. Victims suffered devastating financial losses and emotional harm. Such fraud can lead to personal ruin, eroding trust in digital systems and causing significant psychological distress for individuals. The emotional and psychological toll of cybercrime, while often overshadowed by financial figures, is a critical, yet frequently overlooked, consequence. Being defrauded can induce feelings of shame, violation, anxiety, and a deep-seated loss of trust in online interactions and financial systems. For businesses, the impact extends beyond financial loss to include erosion of customer trust and a decline in employee morale. This aspect of the crime emphasizes that its effects extend far beyond quantifiable monetary figures, necessitating a broader understanding of victim support and recovery. Businesses and charities, as targeted entities, also faced substantial operational disruption and reputational damage. Holman's kits specifically targeted a diverse range of organizations, including financial institutions, large corporations, and notably, charities. The targeting of charities underscores the indiscriminate nature of these crimes and the criminals' willingness to exploit any vulnerable entity, regardless of its mission. The £100 million in losses was not directly from Holman defrauding individuals, but from others utilizing his kits. This highlights the systemic risk inherent in the phishing-as-a-service (PaaS) model. By providing the tools, Holman effectively amplified the capabilities of numerous other fraudsters, creating a cascading effect of harm. This means the total damage is a multiplier of his initial criminal act, posing a much larger threat to the global financial ecosystem than if he had simply been a lone fraudster. This underscores the imperative for law enforcement to target not only the end fraudsters but also the enablers and infrastructure providers who facilitate such widespread harm. The Unraveling, investigation and international cooperation. The complex investigation into Ollie Holman's activities was spearheaded by the City of London Police's dedicated card and payment crime unit. This specialized unit is uniquely equipped to tackle intricate financial cybercrimes, demonstrating the focused expertise required to dismantle such operations. Given the cross-border nature of cybercrime, which inherently transcends national boundaries, crucial international partnerships were indispensable to the success of this investigation. The City of London Police received vital support from the Office of the Attorney General of Switzerland and the Federal Office of Police in Switzerland, as well as Finnish authorities. The explicit involvement of Swiss and Finnish partners was a critical component of the investigation's success. Cybercrime inherently transcends national borders, with perpetrators, victims, and digital infrastructure often located in different jurisdictions. Without seamless intelligence sharing, forensic assistance, and legal cooperation between countries, prosecuting cases like Holman's, which impacted 24 countries, would be nearly impossible. This case serves as a prime example of how effective international collaboration forms the bedrock of modern cybercrime enforcement. The timeline of Holman's apprehension reveals a persistent and audacious criminal. He was first arrested in October 2023, during which his university accommodation in Canterbury was searched and his devices seized. However, even after this initial arrest, Holman audaciously continued to use his Telegram channel to provide support and maintenance of phishing kits. This continued criminal activity, demonstrating his commitment to the enterprise, led to his second arrest on May 20, 2024, at his home address, where further devices were seized. The fact that Holman continued his illicit activities for 7 months after his initial arrest highlights a significant challenge for law enforcement. It suggests that initial disruption, such as an arrest and device seizure, may not be sufficient to halt determined cybercriminals, especially if they have backup systems or access to other devices. This underscores the need for continuous monitoring, robust bail conditions, and potentially more immediate and comprehensive asset seizures or digital infrastructure takedowns to prevent continued criminal activity post-initial contact. It also speaks to the deep entrenchment of his criminal enterprise. A substantial amount of digital evidence was uncovered during the investigation. This evidence proved instrumental, allowing the prosecution to build a strong case and successfully link Holman to the online offending. The successful utilization of digital forensics was critical in securing his conviction. The following table provides a chronological overview of key events in the Ollie Holman case. Event date: Ollie Holman's date of birth April 1, 2004. Period of criminal activity 2021 to 2023. First arrest October 2023. Second arrest May 20, 2024. Guilty plea date August 16, 2024. Sentencing date July 23, 2025. Justice served. Prosecution and sentencing. The Crown Prosecution Service, CPS, authorized the charges against Ollie Holman with Sarah Jennings, Specialist Prosecutor for the Serious Economic, Organized Crime, and International Directorate, CIACID, leading the prosecution. Holman pleaded guilty to 7 counts at Southwark Crown Court on August 16, 2024. The specific charges included 1 count of encouraging or assisting the commission of 1 or more offenses, believing 1 or more would be committed, 2 counts of making or supplying articles for use in frauds, and 1 count of transferring criminal property. The strength of the prosecution's case, built on clear, compelling evidence, was instrumental in securing these guilty pleas. Holman was not merely charged with fraud. The charges included encouraging or assisting the commission of 1 or more offenses, making or supplying articles for use in frauds, and transferring criminal property. This multifaceted approach demonstrates the legal system's capability to precisely categorize and prosecute various roles within a complex criminal enterprise, extending beyond simple direct fraud. It highlights that even those who provide tools or facilitate crime, rather than executing the final act, can face severe penalties, reflecting the comprehensive nature of modern financial crime legislation. On Wednesday, July 23, 2025, Holman was sentenced at Southwark Crown Court to 7 years imprisonment. In addition to the prison sentence, a Serious Crime Prevention Order, SCPO, was imposed following an application from the prosecution. This order is specifically designed to restrict his activities post-release, aiming to prevent future offending. The imposition of an SCPO is a significant legal tool beyond the prison sentence. SCPOs are designed to prevent individuals involved in serious crime from re-engaging in such activities after their release by imposing strict conditions on their movements, associations, and access to technology. For a cybercriminal like Holman, who operated online and demonstrated persistence even after initial arrest, an SCPO is crucial for long-term public protection, demonstrating a proactive legal measure to mitigate future digital threats. The pursuit of justice extends to the recovery of Holman's illicit gains. The CPS proceeds of Crime Division will be taking Holman back to court to pursue confiscation proceedings, underscoring the commitment to stripping criminals of their ill-gotten profits. The notable gap between Holman's guilty plea on August 16, 2024, and his sentencing on July 23, 2025, a period of nearly 1 year, is not uncommon in complex cases. This time frame suggests the meticulous process required for pre-sentencing reports, victim impact statements, detailed financial investigations necessary for confiscation proceedings, and judicial scheduling. This timeline underscores the thorough and resource-intensive nature of prosecuting large-scale cybercrime, ensuring that all aspects of the crime and its impact are comprehensively considered before a final judgment is rendered. The following table provides a summary of the charges Holman faced and the subsequent sentencing. Category detail. Specific charges: 1x encouraging or assisting the commission of one or more offenses, believing one or more would be committed. BR 2x making or supplying articles for use in frauds. BR 1x transferring criminal property. BR total 7 counts including money laundering. Plea guilty. Sentence 7 years imprisonment. Additional orders: serious crime prevention order. Future proceedings: confiscation proceedings. Lessons learned and future implications for cybersecurity. The case of Ollie Holman serves as a stark illustration of the evolving landscape of cybercrime, particularly the growing trend of phishing as a service, PhAS. This model democratizes sophisticated cybercrime tools, making them accessible to a wider criminal audience and posing significant challenges for traditional law enforcement and cybersecurity defenses. Holman's global reach, impacting 24 countries, unequivocally demonstrates the imperative of robust international law enforcement collaboration. The successful cooperation between the City of London Police, Swiss, and Finnish authorities in this case provides a crucial blueprint for future cross-border cybercrime investigations. This collaboration is not merely beneficial but essential in a borderless digital environment where perpetrators, victims, and digital infrastructure often span multiple jurisdictions. Despite Holman's use of encrypted platforms like Telegram, the investigation successfully gathered clear, compelling evidence to link him to his online offending. This reinforces the message from the Crown Prosecution Service that, no matter how sophisticated your methods, you cannot hide behind online anonymity or encrypted platforms. Digital evidence, when meticulously collected and analyzed, remains a powerful tool in dismantling cybercriminal operations. The explicit statement from Sarah Jennings of the CPS, expressing hope that this case sends a clear message to those intent on committing fraud, positions the Holman prosecution as a strategic deterrent. The successful investigation, comprehensive charges, significant sentence, and the serious crime prevention order collectively serve as a powerful warning. This case establishes a benchmark for how law enforcement and prosecution agencies can effectively dismantle and punish sophisticated, globally reaching cybercrime operations, even those leveraging perceived online anonymity. It provides a framework for future complex cybercrime cases, signifying a maturation in the legal response to digital threats. Given that Holman's kits mimicked government, bank, and charity websites and relied on victims filling in their own personal and financial information, the success of these frauds fundamentally depended on human vulnerability. This highlights that while technical defenses are crucial, continuous and effective cybersecurity education for the general public and employees is paramount. Reducing the success rate of phishing attacks at the user level is a critical defense mechanism against the widespread impact of PhAS. The case underscores that the human firewall is often the weakest link, and strengthening it through awareness is a vital, proactive measure. Based on the insights derived from this case, the following recommendations are pertinent for individuals and organizations. For individuals, it is crucial to practice strong cyber hygiene, including vigilance against phishing attempts, using strong, unique passwords, and enabling multi-factor authentication wherever possible. Education on recognizing phishing indicators is paramount. For organizations, continuous employee training on cybersecurity awareness, particularly concerning phishing, is essential. Implementing robust email security solutions, developing comprehensive incident response plans, and investing in advanced threat detection technologies are vital. All sectors, including charities, must prioritize and adequately fund their cybersecurity defenses, recognizing their vulnerability to these pervasive threats. The CPS's firm stance, emphasizing that fraudsters like Holman will be robustly pursued by law enforcement, prosecuted by the CPS, and brought to justice, coupled with Holman's 7-year sentence and ongoing confiscation proceedings, serves as a significant deterrent to aspiring cybercriminals. Conclusion: a landmark case in cybercrime prosecution. The case of Ollie Holman stands as a landmark in the prosecution of cybercrime, revealing the profound capabilities of a single individual to orchestrate a vast criminal enterprise in the digital realm. His creation and distribution of over 1,000 sophisticated phishing kits facilitated an estimated £100 million in global fraud, causing devastating financial losses and emotional harm to countless victims across 24 countries. The successful investigation, a testament to the collaborative efforts of the City of London Police and international partners in Switzerland and Finland, underscores the critical importance of cross-border cooperation in combating a borderless threat. The meticulous collection of digital evidence and the robust prosecution by the Crown Prosecution Service led to Holman's guilty pleas and a significant 7-year imprisonment sentence, complemented by a serious crime prevention order aimed at mitigating future risks. This case serves as a powerful warning to those contemplating similar illicit activities, demonstrating that the perceived anonymity of the Internet does not shield criminals from justice. It highlights the evolving nature of cybercrime, particularly the rise of phishing as a service, which lowers the barrier to entry for fraudsters and amplifies their reach. Ultimately, the Ollie Holman case reinforces the ongoing need for vigilance, adaptive cybersecurity strategies, and unwavering international collaboration to safeguard individuals and organizations against the ever-present and evolving digital threats.